MonWHO conference is only days away and the world is watching. Will delegates be able to create a meaningful framework to combat corruption? That remains to be seen. Live from CNN Studios, I'm Ron Steele, and this is The Corruption Report. Today, we here in the CNN newsroom are going to look at the problem of corruption in healthcare systems. Last month, a report by Transparency International showed that 146 academic researchers in the United States had failed to disclose the full extent of their financial relationships with pharmaceutical companies. At least 53 of the researchers are authors or co-authors of research papers demonstrating the effectiveness of a wide variety of drugs. All 146 were connected to psychiatry departments around the country. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Yesterday, doctors in Lima, Peru protested because their wages have still not increased despite the economic growth the country has experienced in the last 5 years. This is only days after a month-long strike ended with threats from the government to reduce pay. Many doctors later claimed that hospital officials and the health ministry were enriching themselves at the expense of taxpayers, citing the fact that in addition to their wage freeze, no hospital in the capital has purchased CAT scan machine or replaced aging technologies. And now we welcome to our newsroom a corruption expert, author, patriot, Lyle Vondersex. Welcome to our special.
Pleasure to be here.
So Lyle, what can you tell us about the role of America in leading the global battle against corruption?
Well, Ron, the thing you need to remember is that in America, your average citizen has never made an informal payment, never been forced to bribe someone in order to obtain care, never been threatened in order to extract payment. So we are already leading by example. The important thing is for us to not get complacent and realize that we have a lot to offer the rest of the world.
What would you say to those who call our HMOs corrupt?
Flawed though they may be, HMOs represent choice for consumers. Let's not get distracted by the imperfections of our own system. The fact remains that corruption is, for Americans, more of an idea than an experience. For many other countries, families are forced to pay huge sums to obtain the care that they have been promised by their governments. A lack of oversight, as well as compensation, creates too many exploitative situations, and individuals are all too willing to take advantage for their own benefit. Hopefully the delegates at the conference will be able to push healthcare systems towards a market-based approach that gives providers an incentive to give the best healthcare and not be forced to exploit the most vulnerable among us.
Thanks, Lyle. Eye-opening, compelling, truthful. Signing off from CNN, this has been The Corruption Report. And that's the way it is, because Ron Steele says so. I wrote that. It was me. Steve took it from me. You're welcome, Steve.